You're watching First Alert 7 News at 9 on the CW and live on YouTube with Lauren Munt and weather with Tom Tiefertiller.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Odessa's Christmas tree has been lit, marking the official opening of Starbright Village. I'm Lauren Munt, and we're going to start our news tonight with a behind-the-scenes look at what exactly goes into this seasonal display.
My favorite's probably the tree, because that's what everybody comes to see, and we just got new lights on it last year, so the light show that we have now is a lot bigger and brighter than what we've had in previous years.
The City of Odessa's Parks Department begins preparing Starbright Village on October 1st, and it takes the team 6 to 8 weeks of non-stop work to bring it all together. Out of the 27 staff members in the department, each contributes to setting up the 47 displays, clocking 8-hour days for the first 5 weeks. And in the final stretch, the last 3 weeks, they work 10 to 12 hours a day in McKinney Park. Their mission is ensuring every light is in perfect working order for tonight's grand event.
Without our staff, this event wouldn't go off. You know, these guys, they work all year long through the summer. We actually start planning this event in July, and without management, recreation staff, and especially our maintenance staff, this event wouldn't be possible. So hats off to them. It's all them that make this event happen.
That tree, by the way, has 60 strands of lights with 60 bulbs each, and that's a total of 3,600 dazzling lights. Continuing in your holiday news, Santa is putting in some work before Christmas Eve. Blue Santa, that is. He was spotted shopping in Odessa today, buying toys for kids in need. But he's not the only one. The ECISD Police Department has been working all week, collecting toys from local businesses in Odessa and Midland.
Getting presents and giving it to the kids, it's actually what the kids have been asking for. So this is something different than a lot of places do. I think it's very, very good that they've got this going on and helping out the Ector County families.
If you want to help Santa be a little elf, you're interested in, you can donate a gift. You could call the ECISD Police Department. And if that's not enough to get you into the holiday spirit, both Midland and Odessa are going to be hosting holiday parades. The City of Odessa's Parade of Lights is happening this Saturday, starting at 7 o'clock, and the City of Midland's parade will be happening on Saturday, December 14th, starting at 7. If you can't make it out to see all of the festivities in person, don't worry, you can watch those live on KWWT My 30. Speaking of those parades, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Tom Tiefertiller to see what the temperatures are going to be like. Tom?
Well, we are going to be looking at some relatively quiet conditions in our forecast. Let's go ahead and take a look at the changes coming up with some showers as the things cloud up overnight tonight, and then a few showers moving in. Staying chilly as we're going to see temperatures warm back up late in the weekend. Right now out there in Odessa, community Christmas tree all lit up there, as is Starbright Village. We're seeing temperatures into the upper 40s to right at 50 in Odessa, 45 over towards Big Spring at the present time, and still dealing with some breeze out there out of the east up to 16 miles an hour. So wind chill values are dropping down into the lower 40s across the area, and your hourly temperatures again, well, they're going to be cold overnight tonight, dropping down into the lower 40s as we cloud up, and a few showers on the way, and that's going to be the case for your Friday as we're going to see cold conditions, a little bit of wetness out there.
Now 17-year-old Aaron Duran was sentenced by a Midland court to 30 years in prison for the murder of 19-year-old Jayshawn Andres in 2022. Duran was 15 at the time of the murder when evidence of his maturity and severity of the crime was presented to the court. A judge then decided that he could be tried as an adult. Some of that evidence was over 9,000 pages of social media records that showed him planning to rob and murder Andres. Duran was with another person at the time of the murder, but that second suspect died in a different shooting that happened in 2022. Duran pled guilty to the murder, and a judge sentenced him to 30 years in prison. In a story all new at 9 o'clock, a local veteran is dealing with the aftermath of a car burglary that took place while attending a meeting at the Veterans Foreign War Post in Odessa. Commander Tony Morgan of the American Legion had his truck broken into with personal and irreplaceable items. First Alert 7 Sierra Burnett joins us with more details. Sierra?
After leaving a bingo meeting at around 7:30 p.m., Commander Tony Morgan noticed that something happened to his window and his backpack was gone. What was stolen was more than just items. It was a part of his life's work. Commander Tony Morgan served in the Army for 8 years and is a dedicated advocate for fellow veterans. But last night was an unfortunate reminder of the vulnerabilities veterans face, even in spaces where they expect to be safe.
I walked to my truck, my window was broken out. I looked down inside, my backpack was gone. That contained my laptop and all my American Legion hats and manuals. The wars mean a lot to me because some of them was sentimental. They were given to me by the people that already that transitioned out of this life, and I wanted to hold on to them as long as I possibly could.
Security footage from the VFW post shows one man on a bicycle broke into Morgan's truck and another veteran's car.
Well, from watching the videotape, yes, it was very disturbing because we're veterans. We're here to support the community and the people in the community, not the people come take stuff from us.
While Commander Tony Morgan filed a police report with the Odessa Sheriff's Department, he also hopes that the support from the community will help him receive his items back.
Just take my backpack to the corner store that's in your neighborhood and have them call them regularly to say, we found a backpack. That'll be all left of it. I don't really care about the laptop. I can replace that. But all of my papers are working now that I really need.
There are no further details at this time, but we will continue to follow this story and update you as it develops. Reporting for First Alert 7 News, I'm Sierra Burnett.
Thank you, Sarah. If you're in need of a late night snack, you might consider getting some Domino's. We actually got some tonight in our newsroom because they're currently running a really great fundraiser. Domino's in Odessa and Fort Stockton are donating a portion of their profits from today to a college fund that's being named after Jackie, Jaden, and Nautica Gerardo, who were killed in a car accident in Crane County a few weeks ago. That fund will be available to their classmates at Buena Vista ISD.
You can't go back and change it, but we can try to have a good memory of those children. Those classmates that lost them will always be able to hear about that scholarship fund that we're creating with this fundraiser, in which they can then have that memory and that rejoice that their names aren't just gone, that they're not just gone from all of us, that they're still going to be here with us.
Again, all day today, a portion of the profits, no matter what is ordered or when, will be donated to that scholarship fund. And you've got plenty of time because Domino's is open until 1 a.m. Continuing in the community, the Odessa and Midland Chevy dealerships are spreading holiday cheer throughout West Texas. The dealerships gave checks to 5 different Permian Basin nonprofits. One of those was the Sharing Hands organization. And the money, relationship, and community business is important to keeping their events going.
We love when the community comes out and helps support our families with special needs children.
This weekend, Sharing Hands is helping families with special needs take pictures with Santa, and that'll be a sensory-friendly event. Looking across West Texas, the city of Alpine has announced the winners of their 14th annual 2024 Alpine Texas Photo Contest. With a goal to showcase the beautiful town of Alpine, photographers are encouraged to explore all different areas, including downtown, parks, and neighborhoods. This year, 70 photographers submitted 240 photos. The judge is different every year, and it's someone with a background in photography as well as a connection to the area. 5 winners all receive a cash prize. Residents and visitors are all invited to throw their hat in the ring with a beautiful visual of their city.
When you enter something like this, that you gain a little bit of confidence in what you're doing. And so, yeah, I very much would encourage anyone to enter it.
This year's top winner was Larry Peterborg. He had a photo titled Branding on the 06. For more information on the contest and to take a look at the photos that won, you can visit this story up on our website, firstalert7.com. And mark your calendar, we are less than a month away from the 91st Sandhills Stock Show and Rodeo, which kicks off on January 2nd. You're looking now at video of all the rodeo fun from last year. Over 150 cowboys and cowgirls will be competing. That first rodeo performance, by the way, is on Thursday, January 2nd, and on Friday, January 3rd, Rick Trevino will be performing. There will be more rodeo performances, roping, and stock shows every night until Saturday, January 11th. Then that second weekend, Friday, January 10th, Drake Milligan will take the stage at the Coliseum. You can find a schedule of events and ticket information up on our website, firstalert7.com. And another event to mark your calendar for the city of Big Spring is giving away smoke detectors for free. That's happening on December 9th from 5 to 6 in the evening at the Water Office parking lot on 3rd Street. The Big Spring Fire Department chief says that smoke detectors save lives, and he's got a few tips to make sure you're safe in a fire. First of all, you want to check your smoke detectors and make sure that they're working. Have a family escape plan in case of a fire, and don't use an extension cord for a space heater. And also, don't leave it unattended. Be sure to keep heat sources away from any flammable decorations, including your Christmas trees, and have a carbon monoxide detector in your home. Talking education news now, UTBB's Parents as Teachers team has earned the highest status it can. It's a blue ribbon status. The Parents as Teachers team is a part of the First 5 program. That's a program for families with kids under the age of 5 that gives parents resources to increase their child's school readiness. This blue ribbon status means that the program has been recognized as exceeding requirements and providing a high quality of help for parents.
Our services are personalized home visits to help to partner with moms so that the child is meeting their developmental milestones. We provide activities. If the child is 2 years old, we provide them an activity for a 2-year-old to make sure that we're targeting the milestones based on their age.
UTBB hopes that the blue ribbon status will get the Parents as Teachers team and the First 5 program more recognition and engagement throughout Midland and Odessa communities. And speaking of UTBB, they had a lot going on tonight. We're going to talk about it all in your local sports. That's coming up after this quick break. All right, let's talk some local sports. The UTBB women's basketball team took down Texas A&M International tonight, 71-54. The women's team is now 2-0 in the Lone Star Conference, and they're going to continue their homestand on Saturday. They're hosting Texas A&M Kingsville. Hopping over to the men's game, they're actually playing right now. They are leading A&M International 65-50 in the second half. Our very own sports director, Jair Brooks Davis, is going to have highlights from both of those games tonight at 10. And staying with UTBB, the Falcons football team is 2 days away from playing in the Heritage Bowl in Corsicana. This is the second straight year that they've clinched either a postseason game or a bowl game. UTBB's opponent is number 25 Central Missouri, who finished 8-3, and it should be a fun one. And guess what? You don't have to drive all the way to Corsicana to watch it. You can catch it on KWWT My 30. And if you drove by UTBB tonight, you might have noticed some pretty large flames going on next to the school's practice field. It was the university's bonfire. You'll remember that they had to cancel their homecoming bonfire twice this year due to bad weather. So tonight they put together this bonfire to give students a chance to take a quick study break and warm up as they head into a busy finals week.
Well, a good night for a bonfire as we've seen temperatures cool off into the upper 40s. Chilly stuff on the way, and we'll talk about it coming up next.
Now, from the First Alert 7 Weather Center, here's Chief Meteorologist Tom Tiefertiller.
Well, it is a chilly evening out there. In fact, let's take a look outside over at Starbright Village right now, where things have opened up for the Christmas season of 2024. You can catch a lot, drive through them all the way here through the end of the month. So try to get out to McKinney Park and enjoy that. Currently at 50 degrees, but you add in that wind, it feels a lot colder than that and down into the 40s as we're starting to see the influence of that upper level low back here across Arizona and New Mexico. That will be sweeping across with plenty of clouds and a few rain showers in the forecast over the next 24 hours as we're going to have another surge of colder air drop down across West Texas. Right now across the state, we are picking up a few light showers back towards Guadalupe Mountains National Park and out towards Van Horn, Sierra Blanca. Seeing some of that. So again, some sprinkles are going to start to move in with plenty of clouds across the area as temperatures you can see are starting to cool off. We're now at 48 out at the Miller National Air and Spaceport, but look at that, 38 in Lubbock. So that's that next surge of colder air that's going to be rolling in and make for a chilly and wet day coming up on your Friday across the area. Now the Futurecast is showing that, again, we're going to be looking at plenty of clouds, but there's going to be some hints of green out there. That's going to be some light rain showers, some areas of light rain. It's not going to total to much, maybe 5/100ths of an inch, maybe less than that moving across here over the next 24 hours, but it is going to be there, and we're going to be socked in with the clouds for most of the day on Friday. Everybody's wondering about the Parade of Lights in Odessa. Will we see rain for it and cloudy skies? Well, the good news is we'll start off with a couple of showers early on Saturday, but I think things will start to clear out by the afternoon hours, so we're going to be looking for improving weather conditions, just staying chilly for the parade coming up in Odessa. And again, that is Saturday night. Down around 40 to the upper 30s overnight tonight across the area as the clouds will keep temperatures again socked in around 40 degrees with a few light rain showers and keeping some in the forecast for tomorrow as temperatures stay into the mid 40s. Your First Alert 7 10-day forecast. It is going to be chilly for the Parade of Lights. We'll see temperatures top out at 48 on Saturday. Any rain should end by about noontime, and then we'll see a milder, breezier day on the way for your Sunday.
Up next here at 9, we're going to talk about how the new tariffs that President-elect Trump is talking about could affect our agriculture right here in Texas. Looking across the state, President-elect Donald Trump has regularly stated that he'd be implementing tariffs after he's sworn into office. Now, that could impact several industries, especially the agriculture industry right here in Texas. Michael Richardson with our sister station in Tyler, Texas, has more.
The Lone Star State is known for a lot of things. Its agricultural industry is one of them. Eggs are just one of the products the Farmer's Garden in Winona produces. Since the business was founded in 2019, co-owner Bethany Reynolds has been working to expand it despite hurdles early on.
2020, we started out, we had big plans, and then our market that year got shut down.
She says that President-elect Donald Trump's proposed tariffs, which include a blanket rate of 10 to 20% on all imports, may not impact her small business, but could affect the wider industry.
I don't know for sure that it will affect us at all. We're pretty small. We're not exporting anything. We're not importing anything. Our biggest thing is just the inputs that it takes. In general, tariffs specifically, I don't think will hurt us. But the overall ag industry will feel it.
The USDA estimated that agricultural export losses caused by retaliatory tariffs cost over $27 billion between mid-2018 and the end of 2019. Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller, who says the industry was in a good spot under Trump, responds to that number.
Trump predicted that. He said this is going to be costly. But what he did, when he put those tariffs in, he took the money he collected off the tariffs and he propped the farmers up. He wrote them a check for the loss of export.
If we impose tariffs around the world, I mean, we're the biggest country in the world. Other countries are not going to just sit back and say, "Oh, that's nice." They're going to impose tariffs back on us.
Economist Dr. Ray Perriman says the tariffs enacted in Trump's first term negatively impacted the economy. If his tariff proposals pan out for his second term,
when you impose a tariff and another country retaliates, it's going to U.S. farmers are going to bear the brunt of that when it comes to the goods they produce and export, and they're going to bear the brunt of it on the other side when some of the things that they use, for example, potash and things like that we mostly import from other countries, the price of all those inputs are going to go up as well.
Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller believes the tariffs were beneficial during Trump's first term.
Best thing ever happened to the American farmer was Donald Trump fighting back against China.
If there were an impact, it may start with trade with America's southern neighbor. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum says she would implement retaliatory tariffs if Trump follows through on his proposals, adding they are, quote, not acceptable and would cause the U.S. and Mexico inflation and job losses. On the overall agricultural industry, Bethany Reynolds feels the tariffs could impact prices.
So if steel costs go up, that affects our fencing and that sort of thing. Like there's some things that we'll feel.
1 month ago, President-elect Donald Trump won Texas by approximately 14 points, the largest margin since 2012, indicating an acceptance toward his policy proposals. Like his first term, he is set to receive some pushback on his desires, tariffs included.
I don't think you're going to see across-the-board tariffs that are sustained for any significant period of time because they would cause enough inflation. The Federal Reserve would have to start raising interest rates again and bring a whole host of problems that no administration wants to deal with.
Michael Richardson, KLTV 7 News.
Still ahead, we're going to take another look at your first alert forecast here in West Texas when we come back. All right, before we go, I just want to give you one more reminder to maybe go grab some Domino's pizza tonight because Domino's is donating a portion of all of the funds that they make tonight to a scholarship fund that is being named after the students killed in Crane County. It's a beautiful tribute to them. Just absolutely wonderful thing that they're doing. So go grab some Domino's. They're open until 1 a.m. We'll see you tonight at 10.